let's get into some headlines. Crack them if you got them, AJ. Get them in, you kid. Get them in, you son. What do we got going on for some headlines?
Well, it's that Stephen Jones selectively aggressive in free agency. That's
well, if you end up going into the IG there, I did send the clip of it just to give a little bit of reference.
Let me bring that up.
But of course, last season we kind of made a joke about it earlier here. Last season, going into the season, it was the all in, right? Jerry saying we're all in, we're gonna go all in, we're gonna go all in, and that was kind of everyone's catchphrase essentially at the Dallas Cowboys this year. And I feel like this is going to be the one going into the season this year, being selectively aggressive. If it doesn't pan out, get ready to hear a lot of people saying, well, at least the Cowboys were selectively aggressive. Get ready for it. I'm calling it right now. And Chris, at what point do we just want these guys to stop talking to people?
All right. I'm going to try not to rant.
No, rant. Please rant. Please rant. Please rant.
Okay. The Dallas Cowboys front office used to be one of my favorite parts of the Cowboys because Jerry was really aggressive back in the day. Whatever it took. Hey, let me go get Charles Haley. Let me go get Dion. Let me go get T.O. I need this so my team can get over. That aggressive team now is another team that just won a Super Bowl in your own damn division. And all you do is talk about all in and selective aggressive, which I still don't know what the hell that means. I guess is when I go home, I get into bed and say, hey, honey. Yes, I can do. So I think Steven is doing the same thing. I don't understand selective aggressive. That means basically I'm not going to sign any free agents unless they're my own, maybe. Maybe I'll sign Osa Odigizua. Maybe I'll sign Jordan Lewis, but anybody else that's not already a Cowboy, I'm not going to be too aggressive. And I think it's a bit mistake. I think it's a mistake because you saw what happened last season when the Cowboys had opportunities to get better and they decided not to. They had an opportunity to get Patrick Queen at linebacker.
Frankie Louvu.
Wuvu at linebacker. They had an opportunity to get Derrick Henry at running back. They had a lot of opportunities to improve their team because they decided to be selective, aggressive when they signed their own players. They missed out on a lot.
Yeah, man. And AJ, don't play this yet because I think you got a clip of Michael Keaton. That's Michael Keaton, right?
This is him at the premiere of Flash, the Flash movie when all the Batmans. Before we play, I just wanted to say, okay, play the clip. I'll say my comment about selectively aggressive after this.
We're going to look at everything we can. We're going to be selectively aggressive. We obviously, there's things in this league you have to,
Guy starts smiling as soon as he says it. Hey,
because he sees somebody.
We're going to be selectively aggressive. We obviously, there's things in this league you have to, you have certain amount of resources they allow you to have, and we'll look at that. But we're going to try to improve our football team. Not try. We're going to improve our football team. And
there you go. That's the only thing I liked about.
We expect to have success next year.
This is an
look at everything.
All I'm going to say is with the all-in thing, Jerry Jones then backpedaled and said, well, we did go all in. We signed Dak and CD. It's like,
that's not what we want.
That's not what we want. Signing those guys and then going and getting a linebacker and a running back.
Signing those guys are expectations.
Exactly.
Re-signing them or extending them.
That's not all in. Well, that's not all in.
Right. Perhaps it's like, well, maybe we need to get Jerry to bring out his dictionary of what his terms mean, because he also uses glory hole in a different way than most people.
But that's like the dick through the hole, right?
Yeah. Well, but I'm just saying he's just trying to gaslight everyone and say, oh well, there's no improvement if you just sign guys who were on the team last year who were stars on the team. Just signing them is not going all in because it's not changing a damn thing. It's like, that's bare minimum.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not throwing the team away. Ad, you said you were going to say what you thought about selectively aggressive.
Selectively aggressive is every team, in a sense, needs to be selectively aggressive for the positions or the players that they're trying to go for. Like,
yes,
hey, we're losing Zach Martin. Well, we should be aggressive at replacing that position.
And you selected to be aggressive at guard. Totally.
But you don't need to say that.
Yeah, and that should be what you're doing.
Because you look across the table, and I'm looking at the Commanders and the Eagles. Eagles will probably be aggressive even if they don't need to be. The Commanders are going to be aggressive. Like when they're not going to say we're going to be selectively all in aggressive this year. Like
they're just going to do it.
Eagles realize that they have, a year of this maybe before they're going to have to make some major changes to the team. So they are 100% willing to go all in to get a second Super Bowl, and then you could sit back for probably 5 years without anyone even complaining.
They're going to be selectively aggressive on going all in.
Yes. But and same with Washington too. Weren't far off. They have the quarterback. They have that young ass quarterback back there. It's like now is the time that you kind of
capitalize on it.
Put cap hell shouldn't be a question at this point, right? Cap hell is a question when you got like a Deshaun Watson contract or one of those contracts where it's like, well, that was the biggest mistake of our lives, and now we literally can't do anything for the next 2 years. Big in free agency. But it's I don't like it. And he chose to say selectively aggressive because if he would have said we're going to be aggressive, I think he knows like, oh, that's going to set off some fucking alarms too.
All you need to say is, look, we have a lot of players.
Say we're going to make the team better this year.
Yeah, which you did.
Cut everything. I know. Cut everything out in between.
Our job is to make the team better this year. We have a lot of players that are about to go to free agency. So now we need to make sure that we're aggressive at filling those holes.
The glory holes.
Chris, sorry, big fella. This is now just a regular Can Fan podcast. And again,
Chris is here. Chris, big fella. How you've been hearing the shit from the Jones family way longer than us. I said this before we listened to anything. At what point do you just want them to shut the hell up?
Every time they talk. Every time they open their mouth, I'll be like, come on, bro.
Hey, I'm all in on that.
Man, it's like you get exhausted trying to defend your own freaking team, about the things that they say. And you always got to read between the lines. And I'm like this. I don't want to read between the lines. I just want to read what's on the damn paper. I don't need to read between the lines. Tell me what you mean what you say, and do what you say you're gonna do. And the Cowboys is always trying to talk in metaphors and I'm sorry, Chris, and things. And it just drives me absolutely freaking batty. I just don't know, man. With my years in these Cowboys in the game, man, and I was one of those, hey man, I was a big Jerry guy. Into this year. He actually turned me. With the radio interview about trying to get the guy fired. After that, I have not been a Jerry fan, and you can't tell anybody what to do with their own business. But when your business is based on fans to pay you and buy things and make you very rich, and so you can get yachts and helicopters and things, sometimes it's okay to listen to people who's purchasing your memorabilia and everything to keep your team afloat.
Yeah, look at your wall. Look at the wall behind you. Look at this. Look at the studio shot here. Are we the biggest idiots by just continuing to shove money in this motherfucker's pockets?
Yep.
Yeah, well, we buy our jerseys not secondhand, but on a fake website. So suck it. Are we allowed to say that, or will we get rated?
We're gonna get rated.
Now,